like unnecessary car ornaments might be one of my driving icks.
Completely agreed. Get that
so
crap out of your car, Kate.
I'm so sorry.
But it's Crocs. This week we are discussing some driving icks. If you've listened before, welcome back. And if you're new, hello.
Hello. I was thinking this week, so my kids always give me loads of riddles and I never know the answer. So I have found a riddle for you two.
Ooh.
Love a riddle.
So don't tell me the answer now and then we'll do it later.
Oh, okay.
A girl who has just passed her driving test went down a one-way street the wrong direction but didn't break the law. How come?
Okay.
I'll just leave that with you.
I know. I think I know.
Is that too
I don't
easy?
definitely know.
I've wrote it down.
Okay.
Wrote it down.
We'll come back to it then. We'll have
Cool.
we'll revisit the answer at the end.
Yay.
Okay.
Can I just say another thing? Because I have been actually dying to say this. And
What?
I do think you two will interact with me on this. I might be on my own. Hi, Barbie. No one reacted. Hi, Barbie. Oh.
Let's go party. What's the answer to that?
Oh, God. Have you not seen the hi, Barbie? Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Not seen all that? Totally on me
missing in
own.
action.
Totally on my own.
It has passed me by, Kate.
So we had more stories from our little confession crew. Oh, how good is that?
More learner confessions.
Yes.
So here for it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So a girl said that her mum was on a lesson and she was driving along with her instructor, going around a dock road, and there's lots of cafes and things on this dock road. And the instructor was asking her a few questions about road signs, general questions about the highway code, and asked her mum what was the last road sign that she saw. Do you know what she replied with?
Didn't see any.
Yeah. Hot pies.
Hot pie. What?
She'd gone past a cafe and there was one of those signs spinning, those neon ones, orange one side, green the other, and she just went hot pies.
She's not wrong. It's decided. Yeah. You have to ask specific questions. If you want me to tell you what sign I last saw, I'm going to tell you what sign I last saw. Did you mean road sign? Didn't say that though, did you?
Oh, I thought that was brilliant. Had another one from an instructor. The instructor said they took on a new student and the new student had lessons before. So the instructor spoke to the pupil got in the driver's side because the pupil had a few lessons before, talking to them, getting a bit of background, what's going on, and asked the pupil what type of car they were learning to drive in previously. Well, the pupil just tapped the steering wheel and went, same as this, a Ford airbag. I think that is absolutely gold.
That's so good.
So good. She was like, please keep me anonymous because I think it's a bit tight that I'm sharing that. I was like, sure, that's brilliant. Brilliant.
Maybe so they should, where it says airbag, put the model on. Maybe that would be helpful. Because it's on the back of your car, but like you don't...
Where you can never see it.
Yeah.
So maybe it would be useful to include that information somewhere more visible.
Yeah. Because you do get that though, don't you? What car have you got? Oh, I don't know, a blue one or a red one.
Well, that should have been on the first lesson. When you get the first lesson and someone explains why your seating position should be further away from the steering wheel because it's got the steering wheel airbag inside it. Like, what did that come from the instructor or the pupil? Because if it came from the instructor, you should have definitely done that airbag.
Definitely done that. But at the same time, I think I think we've talked about before, from an obvious point of view, that says airbag, and we just assume that people knew what that is, and you got to think, oh, hang on, they might not know what that is. Because I have had genuinely pupils that, when you're going through some things like the lights, and I genuinely had a pupil that her parents didn't drive, she had no one else around her that drove, and thought it was really funny that a car had indicators. And her reaction was, shut up. I had to put the hazard lights on and get out and show her the lights.
But you've walked around or got the bus, surely.
Yeah. Walked around the car. Like, this is what happens. She just said she just never, ever really paid attention to anything on the road. I was like, oh, we're going to have some fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, like I've said to one of my pupils before, what colour are your indicator lights? And they've said green. And then I've had to say, well, why do you think they're green? But when they put their indicators on from inside, the light flashes green. So they're not wrong.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Why? If you've only ever paid attention from the inside, why aren't they green?
Never thought of that.
Confusing, isn't it?
And why are they different colours in different countries? Why are ours yellow? Sorry, amber. Edit that bit.
You keep that in.
Do you want to try that again, Francis?
Why are ours amber and in America they're red? Why is that a different thing?
Are they red in America? I've driven in America.
When you see American cars over here, the indicators are just part of the brake lights and the brake lights just flash. Have you not seen that?
No, and I've driven in America and I just thought the indicators came up normal.
Oh,
Because we see red as like danger, don't we?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to go on socials because none of us know the correct answer. Please let us know what colour indicators are in America in the comments section.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe it's different in different states.
Yeah, maybe. But then you'd have to make a different car for all of the different states. That would be so expensive for the manufacturer.
I don't know if it's a really bad story. I had a pupil who, he was my first ever student.
When you say I, do you mean you?
Me.
Oh, this is a cake confession.
This is a cake confession.
About time, Kate. Spill the beans.
It's not a confession, really. It's something that happened to me that was really, really embarrassing. This pupil, and he actually gets a thrill from telling this story to the point where I've had new students from him, and that's the first thing they ask me. So this particular student, my first ever pupil that I picked up like 7 years ago. We got on absolutely amazing. We still talk to each other now, and he went for his driving test. Went for his test and everything, passed his test. And you know when you're at the test centre and everyone's like screaming like, "Way!" and everyone's all happy and you're kind of like, "Come on, get in the car, let's swap over." And well, this guy, I'd been around the driver's side, obviously. He gets out the car with his pass certificate in his hand. Examiner is just getting out of the car. And he turns around and says to me, he picked me up in the air, spun me round, put me back down, and then said to me, "Kate, I have got the biggest semi on right now."
Outside the test centre?
Outside the test centre.
No.
The examiner was standing by the bonnet, turned around, looked at me. I'm not joking. He didn't say it quietly. It echoed about 4 other examiners. You only get that domino effect where everyone just kind of goes ding, ding, ding and looks. And I just went, ping, bright red. And he went, "You've gone dead red." And I went, "Get in the car right now or I'm leaving you here." And he got in the car and I didn't know where to put my face. And I went, "Why did you say that?" And he went, "It's funny, isn't it?"
Not funny. Not funny.
We were the same age. I think there was a couple of years between us. He told all of his friends, to the point now I still get pupils. And that's the first thing they ask me.
Funny for him,
Oh my
he doesn't
God.
have to go back to the test centre that you have to go to every week.
Exactly. And you kind of think, yeah, you know, probably inappropriate for me to say that now, but you know, and you just think, "Oh, why did you say that? There was no need to say that." But,
Awkward.
yeah, that was my little story.
That's so embarrassing.
So embarrassing. I didn't know where to put my face. I just looked at him and just...
But now you've told that story, all of our pupils are now going to do the same to us, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Thanks, Kate.
Sorry. Well, you can blame him for that. I won't say his name, but he knows exactly who he is.
He's probably going to just tag himself in the post, isn't he? He's going to...
Yeah, he probably will. He'll be proud of it. He'll be very proud of it. I also had another pupil that I had, and it was me being a bit mean. We were driving and we were going through, so that we've got a few level crossings, and we were driving through, and it's the first time we'd been to this particular area. And he was working on his planning, so then telling me what was up ahead, what we're going to do about it. And then I said to him, "What?" And he went, "Oh, Kate, there's a level crossing. There's a level crossing." I went, "Yeah? Well, what are we going to do about it?" And I went, "Well, what do you think we can do about it?" "Oh, we can't go over that, Kate. We can't go over that. We can't. Oh, my God." And he kept going, "This is minging. This is minging." And I was like, "No, we can drive across it. We can absolutely fine, unless the lights start to flash." Well, the lights didn't flash. We carried on. And just as we were about to go over the level crossing, I turned around and said, what we need to do is just as we're going over, we have to both jump both at the same time so we don't get electrocuted. And he went, okay.
What?
He just went, okay. And then it like split second, he looked at me and he just went, you are dead funny, aren't you? You think you're dead funny. And we just carried on. I laughed for about 5 minutes afterwards. I was like, that is brilliant.
That was good. Imagine if he actually jumped. Because to
Can
be
you
fair, if you
imagine?
don't know how to use a level crossing, it looks well scary. Because
Yeah.
you're driving across the bit that trains drive on.
Yeah. Yeah. But how funny.
Oh, that's a cool cup. What is that? Barbie. Tell me it's Barbie.
No, I wish it was. But well, that's another reason why I want to go and see Barbie, because you can get Barbie cups.
Grab that on the camera. Fun in the sun. Kate has the best merch, always. Check out Kate's Instagram. She's always got cool stuff going on. Tell me about your clogs. Not clogs. Crocs.
Crocs. Did you see my
Clogs.
face then? I knew exactly what you were going to say then. I lost my shit when they arrived. Literally lost it. They arrived. And I was crying, literally crying, laughing. And like, John just looked at me and went, why? I was like, these are just Lex level amazing. Absolutely love them. They're just mini Crocs that sit in the vents on your car. And they're amazing.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
Like, unnecessary car ornaments might be one of my driving icks.
Completely agreed. Get that
so
crap
offended.
out of your car, Kate.
I'm so sorry.
But it's Crocs.
Right,
It's Crocs.
Also, Crocs, get them in the bin.
Oh, well.
Actual real life ones, Kate. Look what you
Sorry.
started, Francis.
Yeah.
Can I show you what I've got on right now? Me and my Crocs, and the pink, and the covered in glitter, the iridescent.
Do you do
That is-
socks and Crocs? Because that really upsets me, socks and
Yeah.
Crocs.
I don't wear matching socks though. Yeah.
Not matching socks, but with Crocs, the most sock visible shoe you can wear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've got charms on mine. I've got Lightning McQueen. I've got Mater. I've got a unicorn that flashes.
Have you got the little torches for your Crocs?
Yes, I've got the
Oh,
torches.
wow.
Yes.
Well, do you know
Okay.
what? Just do what makes you happy, Kate,
I'll do-
even if it's wrong.
35, loving life with me fun in the sun cup and my pink glittery Crocs.
Love it. Have you got any driving icks? Because this is a thing that people talk about a lot, especially on lessons and on socials. Driving icks. What makes you go, ugh?
I've got a big one, and lots of my friends who are instructors do this, so this might not go down very well. Why have you got stickers all over your car? What
Thank you.
are we doing?
Thank
Like,
you.
firstly, why have you put stickers all over your car? You've just spent like a lot of money on this car. Why are you putting crappy stickers all over it? Secondly, stop being lazy. Teach somebody to do something properly. Like, we are not.
Right.
Look, somebody's paid you for a lesson, and what you've taught them is line that sticker up with that place.
Oh, stickers.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like decals on the car.
Well, that's not great either.
That too. That too.
Right, okay.
But
I'm
like
with you.
instructor stickers. So
Oh, yes.
when I was learning to drive, you still had to reverse round a corner. And I remember being a pupil and thinking, this is random. Depending on how tall you were, I had to line a certain colour spider sticker up on the back window. Now, depended on where the spider was on the window, then depended on what number I had to use on the other window to do an amount of steering to get around the corner.
Oh, you've confused
That's
me already.
insane.
Just teach me how to reverse round the corner, and then I don't have to
Using your mirrors.
remember, what colour spider and how many turns I need.
Because then when you get a car, you're not going to get stickers on your car because you'll look like an idiot.
Yeah, surprisingly, when I got my car, it didn't have many different coloured spiders along the back window.
So then you can't park in, you can't reverse around corners.
Well, I could, because I learned to do it properly myself, because I remember thinking this nonsense is ridiculous.
But you don't pay for someone to teach you how to not be able to drive in real life and just pass them.
Yeah.
Do you know what else is winding me up? The stickers on the steering wheel. Why? You can see it. It's got the writing on it. Why do you need the sticker to tell you when it's the right way up?
Really?
When it's the wrong way up. The writing's upside down.
I've
It
never
looks
seen
so
that.
naff. No way. Oh my
Really?
God. You don't do that in Liverpool.
No. No, don't do it on the Wirral either.
It's definitely. How long have you known Kate? She lives in the Wirral. So yeah,
I
It's
remember-
the accent.
Sorry. Well, I remember picking up people and they said to me, "Oh, you've not got those funny dots in your car." And I was like, "What? You don't have dots?"
You are welcome.
Yeah. And I was like, "What do you mean?" They said, "Oh, my other instructor had dots in the car." And I was like, don't think so. But
lots of my friends who are instructors do have stickers sorted out.
Yeah, take them off and just teach people to park properly using outside stuff.
Yeah.
And not what else is annoying? Not things on the car, like line up the door handle with the hang on, when I get a car, the door handle's in a different place to your door handle. That means I have to get the same car as you. That doesn't make sense either. Stop doing that too.
I get my pupils in my Mini to line up like a line on the door with the Mini, because normally I like to use your shoulder. But because you're in a
A
Mini,
reference point on you.
yeah, because you're in a Mini, you sit really close and like under, like you're in a go-kart. So you can line your shoulder up, but then you've got to change the steering. Now, depending on where everybody sits, your steering's slightly different. So when we first learn, just something to look at, we're just looking there till you get the hang of where that is.
yeah.
I'm trying so hard not to say mini stuff.
Francis Minis are the best car and everybody should buy one. They're the best.
My friend's just got a new electric Mini and I had a look at it the other day. It's really, really nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. What other icks have you got? We got sent a few, you know.
We've got sent icks, and I've seen the list, and I feel personally violated by. I can't remember what the name was. It's everything that I am as a person was written down. Read it.
Okay, it was cars that pop. Was it cars that pop, banging something at lights?
Cars that could do pops and bangs. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the one.
People who rev at traffic lights.
Revving at traffic lights. Yeah, another ick.
Why? How is pops and bangs an ick? Can we help? Someone help me, please?
It's like, oh, look what my car does. Like that. When well zooming in on my face and I did that, my cheeks wobbled. But
To be fair, if my car made those noises, I would take it to the garage.
yeah, if you're driving a Mustang or if you're driving something, but not when you're driving past in a little Corsa.
What if you're driving in a Bath 500?
Well, firstly, you should have spent your money more wisely.
Says the lady with the Mini.
Oh, gosh.
Best car ever in the whole world.
Oh,
There was some good icks that you got sent though, Kate. Have you got the list?
there was. We had another ick was stickers on the car. So when you talk about stickers before, so you know where they say pussy wagon. You've just got overtaken by a girl. There was another one.
Howard by Fairy
Howard
Dust.
by Fairy Dust.
Oh God, that's the worst.
Yeah.
That's like Live, Laugh, Love.
Yeah.
But the car version.
Do you want to know something? Like I did that and then laugh and thought I am an ick. So I used to have a Micra. So I'm sorry, Vicky, but I used to have a Mini, and it broke.
Hated it.
Yeah, I did. I hated it, but never mind. Everything went wrong with this Mini. I had it for 6 months, and my power steering broke when I was on the roundabout, and the passenger seat got stuck in that position. And then I could only get in from the boot because it was just everything went wrong with this Mini.
Where did you
Anyway.
buy this car from?
Do you know what? It was a 1.6 yellow sports Mini. It had a black and grey checkered roof. I had 2 black stripes going down it. It had low profile tyres, everything. I loved it. I had it 5 months maybe. And I just went into the garage and was like, take it off me. I don't care what you give me. I hate it. I was crying. So I ended up getting a Micra.
Over a Mini. Vicky, how do you feel about that? The worst car's a Nissan Micra, like hands down, that's it. Decided. Swapped a Mini for a Micra.
Oh my days.
Do you know? But then,
She's so sent. She's got Polo now.
yeah, I did. But then do you know what I put on my car? So do you remember that song? Do you remember it was a group called LMFAO?
Yeah.
And it was sorry for party rocking. So I had sorry for party rocking written on the back of my car.
Okay, that's
I
icky.
know. And on the petrol cap, I had party rock written in sunglasses. I was so cool. So cool. Although, on my last driving car, I did have a unicorn dabbing on a sticker on the back.
Okay,
I did.
I've got absolutely no words for this.
Well, maybe it's because it looked like my car made it look better. I don't know.
This is just like having eyelashes. Like you could have just stuck eyelashes on and been right fitting in.
That was another ick.
Yeah, so icky, disgusting.
Yeah.
Actually, I said that the Micra's the worst car. That might be unfair. Like Nissan Juke, maybe. What is the actual worst car? We might have to get people involved on socials for this.
Renault Clio.
Renault Clio over a Micra. What?
Yeah.
Is that because it's French?
No.
Because
I just don't like. I've
just hate the Clio.
Yeah. Well, I had a bad experience with a Renault Clio, and then it wasn't my car. I was working on another job, and this car just caused massive problems for me, to the point where I was like, I am never getting a Renault Clio ever again. And I think if you have a bad experience with a car,
It puts you off.
You've got it there, haven't you, in your head?
What's your worst car, Vicky?
Well, the worst car I've ever owned personally was a Ford Ka, and I had the displeasure of owning it for less than a year. I bought it from brand new to come back from maternity leave, to come back to being a driving instructor. And it was awful. The engine management light came on all the time. I ended up getting a hole in my passenger seat twice, and they were like, "You're putting a car seat in." I was like, "I'm short, but I'm not that short. I don't teach in a car seat." Do you know, like the leather bit around your gear stick? Is it a gear gator, I think it's called? That got a big hole in it. So it used to be at the garage like all the time. Like I'd have to cancel driving tests. It nearly set on fire in a petrol station. So my dad needed the car, and he was like, "Can I please borrow your car?" And I was like, "Yes, of course you can, Dad. Anything, absolutely. Best dad in the world. Take my car, no problem."
Your dad is a ledge.
He is a legend. And he got as far as Tesco petrol station, like literally 2 minutes away, and he went to turn the engine off and it wouldn't turn off. Like the starting motor was like fully engaged and just going round and round and round.
Oh, right, yeah.
So luckily, my dad knows a bit about cars and could disconnect it. Otherwise, it would have just set on fire in the number 3 petrol pump in Tesco.
Oh, that's awful.
So we had to phone the AA, and they were like, "Oh, I'll just fix it." I never, ever tow a Ford car back to the garage. That one went back. So that was how I ended up with my Mini. So in a Ridge, I walked in the Ford garage and I threw my keys and just said, "I don't want this car." And then I stomped over the Mini garage and ordered my car.
And that's when things went wrong.
Oh, poor bean.
What's the worst car you've had, Francis?
I haven't had any really bad cars, you know. I haven't had loads of cars. I started on a Mazda 626, which was amazing, 2 litre with a spoiler on the back. Then I went on to a BMW 1 Series. Then I had a Fiat 500X, the big SUV one, and then a Ford Focus, and now I've got a Mercedes A-Class. I've had wicked cars.
Do you rev it at lights?
Well, I've never had a car that pops and bangs, but if I get my way and our bath is next, then I'll be popping and banging all over London.
Will you not have different clientele because you've got a small car? Ford Fiat. What was it? Ford Fiat. A Fiat 500.
Yeah, that's right. It's a Fiat 500.
It's not a Fiat 500.
It's a Fiat 500, Francis. It's just got a bath written on it. Shall I put Maserati across my airbag bit on the Volkswagen bit on my steering wheel?
It's the chassis and the body, and then they take the engine, suspension, brake, everything out, and then put new bits in. So it's it's like a new car.
It's a better Fiat 500. Like, you can't throw all that shade my way about my amazing Mini and then not to expect to receive any back.
It pops and bangs. It's really fast. It's really fun, and it's really fast to drive at the appropriate speed limit.
It'll be so much fun to learn to drive in that, though, won't it? It would be fun to learn to drive in that.
It would be, exactly. It's not
fun.
massive. It's not like super expensive. Like people get in the Mercedes and they're like, "Oh, Mercedes, oh, nervous." But just get in a bath and you're like, "Let's go."
You're going to be able to get away at, like, the tiniest little gaps at roundabouts and stuff as well, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. And Fiat 500s, which the body and chassis is modelled on, not what I'm getting, it has the world record for the smallest car parking space. Like parking in the smallest space in Guinness World Records. True story.
So all your pupils are like going to have to be less accurate with their bay parking and stuff. But yeah.
It's perfect for driving tests and learning.
Okay. Sounds like it might be all right then.
Are we on board? No way.
I can see the benefits to your pupils, Francis.
Yeah. Oh, this is great. This is great. I feel validated finally. Because everybody's like, no, it's a stupid idea. Don't do it. Oh, it's got Beats audio as well. It's got like, some of the versions have got like, you know, when you get the thing and it's got really nice speakers in the car and you can turn them up really loud. Yeah. For like driving playlists, music playlists, probably not so much for driving lessons, but for me, you know, you can have your best music playlist on in the car and just zone out and have the music on really loud. And well, I'll turn it down for when I'm at traffic lights going and then turn it back up when I'm driving.
Don't, because that'll be an ick.
I think I'm that driving ick. Party for one.
Yeah.
Party for one in the car.
What would you put on then? If you were going to do that, what would be like your go-to driving song then if you're going to do that?
Oh my God, you know what? When I'm normally in the car, I listen to podcasts or audiobooks, but when I'm like having a long journey and the podcast or audiobook runs out, I don't put another one on because too much information. You need to like process it for a bit. So on a motorway drive, if I need to wake up, I'll listen to Don't At Me, Happy Hardcore. If I'm like super on one already, maybe I'll take it back down with some like old school Snoop Dogg gangster rap and I'll be like that guy, gin and juice, yeah, let's go.
In your Fiat 500.
Beats audio, yeah, let's go.
It's like, it is so hard though to get a driving playlist. I've been all over the country the last few weeks and you put like a playlist on and then it's like, oh, I have to skip that one and I have to skip that one. And like you just want banger after banger after banger.
Yeah. They tend to have songs, don't they, that are related to driving.
Yeah,
Do you know
that's
what I mean?
not always the best approach,
So you've got Highway to Hell and all. My go-to song is, I don't know why, Fall Out Boy, Sugar We're Going Down.
Sugar, we're going down singing.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like as soon as they're like, yes, it goes on. And I'm like, I just don't love it.
And there's certain songs that only work in the car. Like you wouldn't listen to them anywhere else, like or at the gym or just in the house, but like you put them on the car.
This is going on socials as well. What's your go-to car songs / playlists? Because I don't actually have a driving playlist, but I should do because that's a really good idea. Cross genres, but stuff that gets you amped, but not too amped like Happy Hardcore where you're going to drive over a roundabout the wrong way.
But in all seriousness though, like the music that you listen to does change the style that you drive, doesn't it? So it needs to be
definitely.
a balance.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, I got all very driver behavioralist on you there, didn't I?
Well, it does as well because music determines your mood.
It's true. So true. So I think we should make a playlist, but not everybody's going to agree on the same thing. So maybe we need to get some songs and put them to like a poll on social media, and then we'll compile our playlist that everybody can listen to.
Everyone can listen to.
This is happening.
Yes.
Yeah. We can have the
Absolutely.
Spotify Carschool Confessions playlist. This is happening.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The ultimate driving playlist curated
Suggestions, please.
by you and compiled by us.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
The Fall Out Boy songs going on it, and so is Gin and Juice.
Sugar, we're going down.
So there you go, first two. We shall pop them
And so
on
is
there.
what?
Gin and Juice.
I didn't hear the gin bit and I thought you said
Just
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Right,
No.
Beetlejuice soundtrack straight on there.
Oh dear. See, if I had my way, it'd be a load of musicals on there, but we won't go down that route.
Should we do Wicked? What's the one about defying gravity? We can do that.
Defying gravity, that's it.
That might be a good car playlist because we're getting on and flying high and we'll reach the sky and no one can hold me down. Like inspirational, motivational. Yes, I've seen the Wicked musical. It's my favourite.
I'm going next year, can't wait.
Kate, you do our socials. So pop it on and see if we can put Wicked on the playlist.
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
is Wicked a driving car playlist song or not? Am I being stupid?
Because they don't have to be driving related, do they?
No, they don't. They just have to be good for listening to while you're driving. If they're only driving related, that's a small, we're now like that big niche.
And that's a bit of an ick, isn't it?
What?
Do you not think that's a bit icky? Like a bit.
What, driving songs in the car?
Yeah, it's a bit of cliche, isn't it?
I like driving in my car. Da, 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 da. It sounds like a Jaguar.
Wait, what's the other guy?
No one knows that song. Okay.
Yeah, I did. It just took me a minute to work out what you were singing.
Oh, who sings that?
Is it Madness?
Madness, yeah.
No one that follows us on socials is going to know that song.
No.
Because
No,
it's
definitely
But
not.
it's not going on the driving playlist. Nope.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
The Hoff brought one out, didn't he? Get in my car. That one.
Oh, yeah, a few years ago he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, actually. Yeah. So, guys, at the beginning, I gave you a little riddle and you both thought you knew what the answer was.
I think I know the answer. Yeah.
So the riddle was about the newly passed pupil going the wrong way down a one-way street. Why was it not illegal? Because...
She was either walking or on a bike.
Walking.
Yeah, she was walking. Yeah, it was too
Okay.
easy. I need to find a hard one.
Driving jokes or riddles, welcome. Do you know what my favourite joke is? I've told it before on YouTube, but I messed it up and I might be able to redeem myself now. Probably not. What has 6 wheels and flies? Oh, Vicky's heard this one.
What's what? What has 6 wheels and flies?
6 wheels and flies. It's literally my favourite joke.
I don't know.
A bin lorry.
Bin lorry. I don't get that.
No.
Why don't I get it?
Okay, move on.
No, I really need to know why don't I get it.
I didn't get it either. And the fact that you've had to explain it now to 2 people, Francis, maybe you should change your joke.
Okay.
So,
Oh, let's
Moving on.
devastated.
so on that note, let's end.
Put it on the Instagram and see if people can see if anybody gets it and validates the fact that that's a really good joke. At Carschool Confessions, find us online and follow us and
And
interact
tell
with
Kate
us.
the answer to the joke.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Thank you. How can people email us and send you icks and confessions, Kate?
So we are on Instagram at Carschool Confessions. Our email is at carschoolconfessions@gmail.com. And we're also on TikTok and Facebook too.
We're all over the place, in your face.
We're all over the place.
Yes. And there's a handy link on the top of the Instagram as a pin post of how you can get the podcast and listen to it if you need to share that.
If you share it with your friend, you win 10 points.
I was dead interested. Like, ooh, what
And
you
I
giving
was
people?
thinking, what are we giving away?
I've got the giggles. I'm still trying to think about that bloody joke.
You don't get it?
No, I don't get it. What has...
A bin lorry. A rubbish truck. What do you call them in Liverpool? A bin lorry.
A bin lorry? Yeah.
He doesn't mean fly, he means bzzz.
No, but that's why it's funny.
Oh, dear. Oh.
That's why it's funny, though. Okay, let's wrap up. Guys, thanks for listening to us on the podcast. Another episode. Episode 4. Next time will be episode 5. Find us on the socials to find all the previous episodes. And we'll see you in the next one.
Right, I better go and get myself back to work.
Bye.